School. We especially want to welcome our guests of honor tonight, the heart and soul of the family, Miss Amelia Rodriguez. For 30 years, Ms. Rodriguez was the motivation and inspiration between the legendary Coach Rodriguez. Tonight, we also show our appreciation and admiration for Coach Rodriguez's and his astounding fact that he dedicated his entire professional career to the teaching and coaching of Santa Fe's children, turning countless boys into young men at both St. Michael's High School and Santa Fe High School. Congratulations, Mrs. Rodriguez and the entire Rodriguez family. And thank you, Coach Bobby Rodriguez.
Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce representatives of the New Mexico Activities Association, Mr. Gene Pino, and Mr. Ralph Ortiz from Desert Tees, who have a special memorial plaque for Mrs. Rodriguez. Thank you very much. At this time, it honors me to introduce you to St. Michael's High School Athletic Director, Mr. Tom Manning, who shares a very special relationship with Coach Bobby Rodriguez.
Good evening, everybody. It's been said that a man that loves his job, when a man loves his job, success always follows. Hello. Okay. So, Coach Bob Rodriguez and I was here as athletic director for over 10 years, and got the chance to teach and be around Bob Rodriguez for a long time. He was definitely a successful coach, a very successful coach at both schools, at Santa Fe High as a demon and at St. Michael's as a horseman. So everybody here should be very proud of the fact that this is happening for Coach Rodriguez. Thank you.
Coach Manning. I have a few words that I'd like to say. First of all, I want to welcome all of our student athletes and our parents and coaches that have traveled from afar for the Bobby Rodriguez Capital City Tournament. I would really like to extend my gratitude for your participation in this fine Northern New Mexico basketball tradition. Many of you knew or knew of Coach Rodriguez. He dedicated his life to teaching kids. He taught them life lessons, and he taught them about the game of basketball. His entire career he spent as a lifelong educator in private and public schools. In fact, Coach Rodriguez taught and coached here at Santa Fe High School for 10 years. He is the second recipient from Santa Fe Public Schools that has been inducted into the New Mexico High School Coaches Association Hall of Honor. In 1979, Salvador Pettis was inducted from Santa Fe Public Schools, and in 2013, Coach Bobby Rodriguez was inducted into the New Mexico High School Coaches Hall of Honor. Coach Rodriguez's entire life exemplified hard work, dedication, discipline, and most of all, love. I love Coach Rodriguez. He and his family have been such an important part of my life for 53 years. Please join me in welcoming and honoring the family of Coach Bobby Rodriguez. At this time, it brings me great pleasure to introduce Santa Fe Prep's head coach and lifelong friend of Coach Bobby Rodriguez, Dennis Casados.
Thank you, Leslie. I was Bobby's assistant coach here in the 80s here at Santa Fe High School when he came over from Milwaukee High School. And then I became his boss as athletic director. Now, I've always told people this, that if all my coaches here at Santa Fe High were like Bobby Rodriguez, this place would have really run smoothly. I knew where Bobby was, I knew what he was up to, and he was upfront about things. Bobby dedicated his entire career to student athletes here in northern New Mexico, starting at Harrington Junior High, St. Michael's High School, Espanola Valley High School, Oaxaca Valley High School, and I'm happy to say he ended up here at my alma mater, Santa Fe High School. And it's a great honor to say that I work with not only a great and prestigious coach in northern New Mexico and all of the state of New Mexico, but not only a coach, but a great human being who cared about young people. I want to thank Leslie Kilmer, Santa Fe High School, and the Santa Fe Public Schools in paying this tribute to my good friend, Bobby Rodriguez. The Santa Fe Public Schools, you need to do more of this. There's a lot more Bobby Rodriguez's out there. They need to have their names on our schools. They need to have our name, their names on buildings. Please continue to do this. We're honoring people who have dedicated their lives to our young people here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's what's going to keep this thing going in the right direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Casados. Santa Fe High School is very honored tonight to have two very important representatives from our district. Without them, athletics would not be what it is today in Santa Fe Public Schools. I'm honored to introduce my boss, Dr. Almi Abeta, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. And of course, we all know our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joel Boyd, who has a few words tonight.
You know, it's fitting that this game is Santa Fe High versus St. Mike's. On the court, we're rivals, but off the court, we are a community. And I can tell you, I didn't have a chance to know Bobby Rodriguez the way that these individuals did, but I know of him because I know his legacy. I know his children. And I know what Bobby Rodriguez stood for. And what he stood for was building young people. So all of you students who have the opportunity to engage with a teacher, engage with a coach, and have the opportunity to grow as a person, you're experiencing the legacy of Bobby Rodriguez. Now, as part of what we know he stood for, I expect after tip-off that it's going to be no holds barred. We're going to go after this game as we know we should. And after that game, we're going to shake hands and we're going to respect the man for everything he gave to this community. Thank you, Bobby Rodriguez, for everything you did for Santa Fe.
Thank you, Dr. Boyd. Thank you so much. One last very special presentation, if I could ask a couple of representatives from the girls basketball team to come forward. We have Kayla Herrera and Sabrina Lozado Cabbage have a special gift for Mrs. Rodriguez. The girls basketball team, Coach Chandis and his staff loved Coach Rodriguez, didn't you? At this time, I just want to thank you very much. I want to thank the family, the young men and women that are part of this, and all I can say is play ball. Thank you.